Which food is terrible for you that people think is healthy? I'm at the point where I think it's useless to label foods as healthy or unhealthy. Just read labels, do things in moderation, and alter as needed to meet whatever fitness goals you have. Fruit juice. All the sugar, none of the fiber. A lot of protein-added foods. Sure, there's Pop-Tarts and Doritos with protein now, but they're still Pop-Tarts and Doritos. This thread has me terrified for people's understanding of proper nutrition and what is healthy versus what is not. I am 5 responses in and already have seen that apparently avocados and sweet potatoes are terrible for you. That is absurd. They are nutrient-dense foods with lots of fiber. They are excellent for you in moderation. There is no good answer really. It depends. Nuts are fantastic, but if your goal is weight loss, they are nightmarish because they are super calorie dense, and most people don't realize that. On the other hand, if your goal is gaining weight, then they are great. Healthy is a bleh term. Fruit juices, like apple juice or orange juice, people think they are consuming something healthy for breakfast, but are consuming massive amounts of sugar and calories. Pizza. Wait, that's probably not right. Flavored yogurt fooled me for years. I thought I was making a healthy choice until I actually started checking the sugar. Some of those things are basically dessert wearing a healthy label. This thread is quite enlightening as it shows that a lot of people don't really understand what they are eating. My answer? Flavored yogurts. Greek yogurt is great, but Greek style is not, as it contains lots of added sugar. Better to have Greek yogurt with a drizzle of a natural sweetener like honey. Anything with a commercial. This thread lists everything I eat. I guess I will never be healthy. I was at Smashburger, and a lady ordered Brussels sprouts instead of French fries, making a reference she needs to eat healthy. I had just checked the website, and the Brussels sprouts are one of the most calorie-dense fat sponge items there. Hydration packets. Damn near nobody needs extra salt. Unless you were training like Usain Bolt, just drink a lot of water. This isn't a thing anymore, but back in the 90s, Snackwell's cookies were all the rage. They were supposed to be healthy cookies. In actuality, they just had a deceptively small serving size. Beef tallow and other saturated fats as a substitute for unsaturated fat because of completely unsubstantiated seed oil. Fear-mongering. Protein bars. So many include the same amount of sugar as a Snickers, but because they tout X grams of protein, people think they are a good option for meal replacement, workout recovery, or a snack. Granola and healthy breakfast bars. People eat them thinking they're a wellness guru, but nutritionally, you basically just had a Snickers bar glued together with oats and honey. Any processed food that has whatever the current health buzzword is on the package. Right now it's protein, before that it was gluten-free, and before that fat-free. This thread just shows how poor the public's education is on food now. Bacon, lunch meats, any processed meat. The link from processed meat to colon cancer is stronger than the link from cigarettes to lung cancer. It is so bad for you. The current obsession with protein is going to spike colon cancer rates, especially when coupled with a gelp. Gotta keep that shit moving. People think cornflakes are healthy because they taste like shit. They aren't. Coconut oil. It's really high in saturated fat. Random vitamin pills and supplements. If you eat rather balanced, you can ingest a higher amount of something that you already covered for well enough, but now you have too much of and do not notice for years or decades. All them protein first folk eating shitloads of steak and neglecting their veggies are gonna hate their kidney disease and diverticulitis a good 10-15 years from now. Fillet of fish at McDonald's. Lol. Most fruit juices. Eat the fruit instead. Everything that is low fat or low sugar by replacing it with something else to make it taste creamy or sweet. It's never about health, but about replacing an expensive natural ingredient with a cheaper one that can be mass-produced, doesn't spoil, or whatever allows saving some money. Kids cereal with the 8 extra spoonfuls of sugar you add. Dieting. The wellness industry, listening to the dumb food advice out there and ignoring your own body, letting the world convince you that your weight should be your #1 concern in life. Protein bars. A lot of them are just candy bars with a gym membership. Lots of people saying fruit juice. Please clarify, fruit juice bought from supermarkets are not healthy. Fruit juice is blended at home with just plain water and all the pulp is healthy. Things that you were unhealthy but switch the fat source. Chips or French fries aren't suddenly healthy for you because they were made with beef tallow. Beef sticks and lunch meat. They are delicious but are too processed and high in sodium. It does have protein, but a lot of other stuff too. Fruit juice, you're basically drinking the sugar. Juices, just sugar with little to no fibers. Coffee enemas, oral consumption is fine. Many sandwich means are considered healthy but loaded with preservatives, sodium, and nitrates. The answer is banana chips. Those are some of the most calorie-dense health snacks that exist. For a 72-gram serving, calories, 374 fat, 24. 2 g sodium, 4. 3 mg carbohydrates, 42 g fiber, 5 g sugars, 25 g protein, 1. 7 g big yikes. Unfrosted Pop-Tarts. People maybe think of them as more healthy, but it's 400 calories, which is 30 calories more than frosted Pop-Tarts. The portion size of almost any food. I just see people eating 3-4x the amount needed. I refuse to hear most of this. Chad Johnson of the Cincinnati Bengals said he used to eat McDonald's every day, multiple times a day during his career. Anything can be enjoyed as long as you bust your ass to make it worthwhile. Get out there and run that mile now and wash it down with a greasy-ass cheeseburger and a milkshake. Hard to label foods as good or bad without context, but one thing that has bothered me for like 20 years is a lot of granolas are very calorie-dense without a ton of benefit. A bit of fiber maybe, but not a lot. And many even have added sugar. Please don't say kefir in this thread. I love it. Granola bars are basically candy bars wearing a costume. There are so many. Gatorade sports drinks, granola, yogurt, smoothies, box cereal, anything low-fat makes up for it with sugar and chemical ingredients. If you buy prepared or packaged food, read the labels. There's extra sugar everywhere. Flavored yogurts. Half of them have more sugar per serving than a donut. Agave syrup isn't any healthier than table sugar. Lovely bit of muffin. Any product that randomly uses coconut oil over healthier oils. I think everything that's edible is going to end up as a comment methinks. Great, after reading all comments, I decided to die of hunger because apparently I can't eat anything. Commercial fruit juice is literally just soda that went to private school. Smoothie bowls wrecked my blood sugar for years before I figured it out. You're basically eating 3 bananas worth of fructose with a drizzle of almond butter and calling it wellness culture. My nutritionist was like, yeah, that's just dessert with good lighting. None. In moderation, there are no foods terrible for you. Meat, the 4 corporations that own all the livestock, produces all the processed store-sold raw and cooked meats. Every pink meat on the store shelf is saturated with both carbon monoxide gas and nitric oxide preservative injected into the meat to make it stay pink, even if it has expired and is actually rotting. Consumption of nitric oxide in lunch meats, burgers, ribs, and prepared meals can lead to serious colorectal cancer. Nitric oxide preserved meat has been directly linked throughout Europe as the leading source of carcinogens in patients going through medical care for colorectal cancer. So, that hot dog, those Lunchables, that red meat steak or burger, that sliced deli ham, the more you eat, the more likely you will have your intestines, colon, and rectum rebel on you in 10-20 years.